All right. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Music level okay? Cool. Cool. So, let's see. Oops, that shouldn't be there. Let me turn that off. All right. So let me go ahead and get this rolling. So, let me explain what is going on today. So, I put this on my Patreon yesterday, but uh, Johnny, I'm glad you've been doing well. I've been okay. It's been kind of a pretty crazy week, and that's why I haven't been working so much, and I'm kind of getting these streams going on a relatively less frequent basis than I used to. I'm having to balance a lot. My car just recently took a serious. It's down for the count, so I'm having to deal with all of that jazz plus a bunch of other stuff. Commission work as well. I got a bunch of commission work and also that freelance gig. So I'm not doing this as often as I'd like, but I am making progress. So hey Umi-sama, how you doing? Calm, hello. So what I'm doing today is I'm gonna actually start drawing in the key drawings for the animation. I've gotten the timing pretty good. Let me kind of show you. Let me kind of show you where I'm at. So I've got pretty much the entire timing set up for this cartoon. All the blue and red cells in the timeline. I'm gonna get those all drawn in. I'm gonna be a little slower in sketching out these frames because this at this point the animation's good, but I need to make sure that the drawings are all sound as well. Hi Israel. But I'll let you guys in on a little tidbit that I haven't really done publicly yet. I'm introducing Wolverine in this cartoon. So you can see a little bit of his drawing there. I'm making this cartoon introduce the idea of Wolverine in relation to Jen. And I'm also going to make him Australian, mostly out of reference to Hugh Jackman. But here, let me just play for you what I got. Let me turn the sound off first. I'm gonna let it buffer really quick, actually, really quick. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I mentioned it on my Patreon that as I was drawing this out, a lot of people were asking who she was talking to, and the answer was always like Wolverine. She was always talking to Wolverine in my head. I figured, screw it, I'll draw him. I'll introduce the idea of Wolverine. I even found a voice actor for him. But here, let me actually show you what I got. So 1 segundo, por favor. All right. So I'll go ahead and play this out.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
So yeah, I'm introducing the character
Okay
in this
down,
particular
old
little universe here. I'm still designing Wolverine on the side. I'm not really making that public right now. Yeah, I'm making Logan Australian. I'm changing his backstory a little bit. I'm keeping all the standard tidbits from his usual backstory, but in relation to Jackman, I kind of wanted to make Wolverine himself Australian. I figured there might be some good ways to adapt Wolverine to an Australian origin. He still would be operating mostly in Canada and all that. The dude's like 200 years old, so this dude's been all over the world. But I figured, the guy probably did all kinds of crazy stuff all over the Australian continent. He also did a bunch of stuff in like New Britain, all those islands north of Australia, and then eventually migrated over to the American continent, so on and so forth. But yeah, so today I'm just gonna start drawing in. I'm gonna start drawing in all the keys. It's gonna be a slow process, but this is kind of where the nuts and bolts all start to give way to to what it's actually gonna look like. All the pieces are there, so now I just start drawing the damn thing. I actually loved all those. I actually loved all of those different variants. My brother explained to me all the different comic references. Every single one of those was a comic reference. So, actually, Johnny, comic accurate Logan was played for laughs there, but I'm actually making this version of Wolverine comic accurate height too. I figured the physical comedy involved of having like 8.5, 9 foot Jen versus like a 5'2" Wolverine and her and him being her fucking like superior in almost every way. I thought that was a nice way to utilize physical comedy, but at the same time illustrate how like deadly the dude is. Oh yeah, he's gonna be stocky. He's gonna be short. But he's Wolverine, man. His height doesn't matter. But that's the Wolverine I'm gonna be using. Comic accurate, stocky, but I'm gonna make him Australian. I love that whole part where it's like, hey, you little short king, how you doing? That all that stuff was really funny. But yeah. So today I am going to start drawing out. I'm gonna start drawing this out. I also am doing a little bit of a. I'm also doing a little bit of a. What's it gonna call it? A commission for Jen. I was considering showing you guys, but we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna start drawing. I had a bunch of time this morning to kind of get myself warmed up, and I feel like I'm comfortable enough to start actually drawing her out. So I got her audio all put in as well. So all the nuts and bolts are there. Just time to start drawing. So Smith and Wesson. I do like her cameo from the Fantastic Four. I liked her rendition there. But if you're talking about how she talked to like Johnny Storm, that's not necessarily how their relationship would be. I mean, Wolverine is like, he's pretty old. He's pretty experienced in several ways, so she wouldn't be able to. She would talk to him like that, maybe as like in jest and all that, but he would humble her pretty quick. There's one thing I didn't like about the show when it came to talking about Jen in relation to like Bruce Banner. Say, I don't like how they made her so equal to them so quickly. She obviously has the capabilities of kicking everybody's ass. I mean, maybe not Hulk so much. In this universe that I'm making, like the Hulk is like a force of nature, as he should be. The guy is a goddamn abomination. Not abomination, but he's a terrifying force of not nature, but you know what I mean. So Jen would not be able to necessarily take on Bruce in a fight, but it'll be the same thing for Wolverine in this case. She would be able to maybe stand toe to toe with him on like a physical level, but the dude's not only physically adept and like powerful, he's also made of metal, and he has a ton of experience not just in like, you know, combat, but in like in war with the X-Men. So Jen would fight Wolverine, and she would learn a lot from him because she would, in this universe, be her like combat instructor, her mentor, at the request of Bruce Banner. But he would absolutely kick the shit out of her. So, hey Seg, and hello Scud. Let me show you guys what I just showed everybody else. I'm taking this opportunity in this cartoon to introduce Wolverine.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
But my own little variation of the guy.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
You can't really hear his voice right now, but he's Australian, so
Okay if you want to stay down.
he's gonna be having his backstory tailored to support a Australian heritage.
Stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down.
Tiger is in he's in South Africa, so I'm not sure what time it is over there. So I'm sure if he's awake or whatever, he'll find his way here.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
I had some ideas. I had some ideas for the title card. I've got some ideas, but that's a good one, Goji. The Family Guy death pose. You're talking about that one where it's like it's like that, like the dude's laying down, and like there's the arm behind his back.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
Привет, морж. Как дела сегодня?
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
Johnny, not really. I used to be when I was a kid, a little bit, but not lately.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
Alright, I was just drinking a little bit of my caffeinated drink. You can probably guess which one it was.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
Отлично. Хорошо. Я тоже.
It's okay if you want
Alright,
to stay
I'm
down.
gonna get drawing.
It's okay if you want to stay down, old man.
Alright. So you guys already, I mean, for all of you people that are kind of trickling in, you guys can obviously see I've got Wolverine getting mixed into this thing. This is just introducing the character. What I want to start doing going forward is I want to make some more kinetic and fast-paced animations of Wolverine and Jen together, which means I gotta get a little more serious about designing his costume or his look and all that. In this part, he wouldn't necessarily have his costume on. He'd be more in his, like, you know, civilian attire or whatever. And Agua, yes, I was speaking a little bit of Russian. I speak a little Russian, but not enough to really get by, like, you know, as well as I could in Spanish, but I speak a little bit of Russian, yeah.
Okay if you want to stay down, old man. It's okay if you want to stay down.
Alright. So now I'm going to get to it. So I may not talk too much. Of course I say that all the time, don't I? Let me just go ahead and get rid of Wolverine's layer for a little bit, and I'll put him back in later. Alright. I was thinking more something along the lines of those like curved hats they have. Those not the safari hats, but you know those one that the Aussies wear. I'm thinking about something like that. So, all right. let me start getting this prepared, and I'm gonna start drawing in the actual drawings for Jen. I just had my smoke too, so I'm feeling a little lax. Yeah. Let's see. My PC's pretty old. It's running. I think, what was it? God dang, I forget. I think it's only 16 gigs of RAM. It's also got a GTX 1070, so I'm long overdue for an upgrade. I got a friend in Sacramento who does these things professionally, and he usually hooks me up with some pretty good parts. So I gotta talk to him about that. All right. Oop. Un segundo. Go ahead and. A Team Fortress 2 sniper. That might not be a bad place to start. Smith, hey DJ. Smith, I was actually thinking more about, I did steal that from YouTube, but I'm gonna make my own sound effect. That one's good. I kind of want to make my own though. I do some sound design as well, so I kind of want to give that a shot. Excuse me. All right. So let me get all of my drawing cells set up. Just that way you guys don't think I'm just sitting here and doing nothing. So I'm gonna start off with all the keys. So all of the keys are gonna be the cells that are labeled in red. These are the main like storytelling poses. All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawings to knock out first. Let's see. So let me turn this off and mark these all as keys. So these are the main drawings here. I'm gonna have to take my time with each one. But if I take my time and do this properly, then this should turn into a very good animation, I think. Goji, I don't know. I've got a pretty good actor lined up. I'm sure that Sexy is gonna be happy that she's not the only one contributing to these things now vocally. You know what? I think you guys might have saw a little bit of that at the bottom. Let me just show you this commission I'm working on for Jen right now. She's holding up somebody's OC. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, she's holding up somebody's OC and they're exchanging little banter and all that. Getting better at drawing feet. I hate drawing feet, man. Feet are the worst. But I found some good reference materials that allow me to do that properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this and close it. All right. All right. So let me get my references all lined up. I wish I had more room on my desk, but I shall make do. I've got a couple of I've got a couple of pretty good programs on my iPad that allow me to construct heads and stuff. Um, I just don't have room on my desk, so I might need to use some of my physical materials. But let's start here for now. And these don't even gotta be like the greatest drawings in the world. They just gotta be consistent. That's the main thing. So yeah, drawing that picture, it kind of made me realize just how freaking massive I made this character. Like, she's fucking huge. Alright, let's see. So, line. Oh, got text. Let me respond to that text really quick, and then I'll get going. Alright, cool. No, my wife can't hold me up like that. Um, she's shorter than me, but when it comes to her legs, it's a whole different story. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna start drawing. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, darn! Let me go ahead and load my references. Cool. All right, here we go. All right, fun times ahead. Let's do this. So let me turn the opacity down. All right, there we go. I do not like that. Let me try this. I don't really like that either. Let's see. It's okay. No, she cannot. All right, here we go. Like I said, the is the music okay? Let me actually get my line weights established. So, okay. 8. All right. So I'm actually gonna draw these mirrored, so that way they don't look weird from one angle. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do these initial ones on. All right, here we go. I'm not necessarily gonna go for like super clean line work this time. That's not really like a major. Not really something I want to put a ton of effort into this time. Let's see. Thank you very much, Gary. Kind of in that, I'm kind of getting out of that phase of animation where, it's not quite as, technical or boring to watch. Now I'm getting into the actual drawing. Alright. Oh shoot. Okay, let me establish what thickness the face should be. So I'll go with 4 actually. Alright. So what I'm doing is I'm establishing what line thicknesses I want for each part of her body. So like her standard line weight is going to be 8 on my drawing presets that I've already set up. For her face, because the details are a little finer, I'm going to be using half thickness, so it'll be a 4. And then when I do line weight, I'll be using 10. Shoot. All right. Yeah, Johnny. Sorry, I don't look at the the chat quite. I look at it, but sometimes I miss something. To answer your question, she is somewhat inspired by my wife. My wife does work out. Legs of steel, man. All right. So let me get this rolling. All right. So here is. Oh, she's not exactly. She doesn't go to the like gym every like single day, but it works out as much as like a healthy adult should. All right. So I'm gonna start off with her body first. So, Scud, thank you so much, my good sir. I just want you to remember as well. That mouse you got me a while back. I have not had any problems with that ever since you got me this thing. So I just want to thank you for that again. All right. So let me just make sure I establish which way the light's coming from. It'll be coming from out here. Let me actually get a new layer set up for that. So I always knew which way the light was going to be coming from, but having it visually represented will help me remember. Oh shoot, that's right. No. Her the lighting's coming from behind her. I almost screwed that up. So I'm gonna be having the light originate down here. Like behind her towards the horizon. So boom, boom, boom. Let me go ahead and do this. So that way it doesn't interfere too much with my line work. Alright. Thank you again, Scud. Alright, back to it. So once again, I'm going to be drawing this reversed. So that way her drawings don't look weird from one angle. So this is kind of where my anatomy comes back into focus. All right, DJ. If you leave, you'll probably, if you come back a little later, I'll probably still be drawing. But if I don't see you the rest of the day, then thanks for stopping in. Johnny, we have not had any incidents since that one time, thankfully. All right. Let's see. So, you guys want to see what reference I'm actually using? Because it was actually a really good drawing. I was actually quite proud of it. I'm utilizing this as a reference. I kind of like how her body shape came out there. So I'm using that on the side. All right. Let's see. All right. Sorry if I go a little silent. I'm just starting to get down and dirty here. All right. So that's where delta comes down. Johnny. Oh. Nah. So that wasn't an unfair observation. I probably could have done a better job of utilizing the lighting. So. Alright, so one thing I gotta take care to avoid is, I'm not really gonna be having any rest physics this time. That is not gonna happen. Alright. Alright, so there's where her, obliques come down like that. Okay. Scud, yeah. Anytime you're ready. I'm taking a lot of commissions these days, just to kind of help keep my drawing hand loose. Alright, so as I'm drawing out her torso, I have the shapes for her her abs already kind of set. I just need to make sure that they stay consistent with each other. So I gotta articulate them, and I gotta articulate them properly. So this is that extra like layer of the oblique that humans don't actually have, but a lot of the old Greek sculptors, when they were designing their statues, would put them in there, added just a little bit of extra power to their abs. So I'm doing the same thing for her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like it's not really it's an astute observation. It's not one that I disagree with. I just I could have found a better way to separate those two things. All right. So already got a little problem here. I gotta take this process slow. So it comes up I establish these shapes on the first key, and then I just gotta make sure I stick with them as I go. Let me get my other reference up. There we go. Cool. Oh boy. I'm already running into some problems. This is gonna be a little bit of a process, so. And then her first set kind of comes over like that. So then her middle section. The good thing about obliques is that, or not obliques, the good thing about abs is that there's a lot of variance between people and how their abs look. So you don't have to stick to like a rigorous shape. Okay. So then Пока, Мож, доброй ночи. Тебе хорошей ночи. So because she's a little farther away, we don't need to add too much curvature to her clavicle yet. But we'll get there. Alright, deltoid. Right around here will be where her leotard will come down. This is where her pectoralis major comes over, interacts with her arm. Cool. I'll be honest, I don't even know why I'm going all the way down here. This isn't even going to be in frame. Whatever. 0. I can't understand what you're saying. I don't speak I don't speak. Is that Portuguese? Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry, I don't speak Portuguese, so I don't know what you said. Alright, let me start put in some light lines to represent her serratus muscles. All right. So this would be Israel. I don't really have a Halloween costume this year. Not really in that kind of mood this time. What are you going as? All right, so 4. The answer to that 0 is she's I think she's, what did I say she was? She was like 8'5". So she's pretty sizable. So I gotta be cognizant of her eyes. Cool. So that comes on that. Comes up like that. We have her brows. Alright. I don't know why it doesn't zoom in where my cursor is. Alright. So I can already see that is a little off. Okay. See you later, Israel. Thanks for coming in today. I gotta be, I'll see you next time. I'm actually gonna bring that eyebrow down. Right around there, maybe. Alright, cool. So as I'm looking at this, something about it isn't working. I probably won't need to go that deep. So here's where. Okay. I'm gonna get her, oh shoot, I'm using the wrong brush for that. Get her at the top of her hair, where it should be. So, and all of this is gonna have to sway. But, I'll at least get the main part of it in there. So all of this right here is gonna have to, be separately animated. Alright. So actually, I don't like how it is. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. Actually, I need to drag that down some. Alright. Okay. So let me get a couple of things squared away here. So I need to connect the sternocleidomastoid to the clavicle. And for the sake of the rest of it, I need to connect the breast tissue there. So, okay. So then right around here, that's where we have her sleeves. Okay. So I'm not trying to make the breast tissue kind of like it's like the predominant focus of her chest, but I do need to connect them to muscle. Let me do this. Because she's female, I kind of want to have. What's going on, Jim? How you doing today? Well, thanks for stopping by, WUK. Hope to see you in the next one if you are interested in watching this thing develop. Okay, there was one little thing I screwed up on a little bit. So this is actually going to be her phone carrying strap. Excuse me. And here's going to be all. Alright. And that's going to be where. Yep, I totally screwed that up. So this is actually going to be like right here. So I got to remember that going forward. So let me actually get rid of those. I'm sorry to hear that. Stress is never a good thing. I kind of want this to come. What's that needs to go? Obviously, that's all going to be where her hair is, and yada yada yada. Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd probably say the Edward Norton Hulk. That one's pretty terrifying. All right. So all of this, like all the deltoid, it's the other part of the deltoid, yada yada yada. Let me get rid of that. Oops. This actually needs to come. I wouldn't call today cleanup. I'm starting to actually draw. Yeah, I guess you can call it cleanup. I guess that doesn't look right. Something screwed up. There it is. That's what happened. That's where. I have a bunch of other stuff going on that doesn't include this character, but this is kind of the one people want to see. So just need to kind of make sure things are in the right spots, so that way I know. So that way I know how to keep it consistent. All right. So I have a little bit of a cheek here and here. All right. Hey Neo. Pretty sure you showed me your art, didn't you? I think you did. So, actually, it's too close to the middle. It needs to come over. So this is where things are gonna start getting a little dicier, so I need to pay more attention to where things are. Who the hell's Zimout? I can't say I've heard of Zimout now, so I guess I don't know. I'll have to check though. So how I intend to keep things consistent is to animate landmarks. So if I stick to landmarks, it shouldn't be too much of a problem to keep things together. So let's see. This will be the top of our other deltoid. So here's the top of our clavicle. So because it's I'm sorry though, Zero. I don't know who Zimout is. I'll look them up, but I don't know. I don't know who that is. So it's straightened. So here I want to curve it. All right. I have no idea. I don't know. I guess the reason I use red is, I don't know, it's not, I don't know, something about sketching in color just works better. Well, gives him out a look sometime. Let's see. I'm probably gonna need to take frequent breaks so that way I just don't get worn down. Here's where the clavicle comes to the shoulder. Deltoid, and the deltoid comes down. Leads in, so then to help illustrate it's behind, I need to draw the breast tissue going over. And have a little bit of weight there. Well, see you, Zero. I'm gonna probably need to seriously take my time with this so that way I don't make any mistakes. I know one animator who will spend literally hours on a key drawing. I don't know if I have that much time, but I respect it. Alright, so here's where the center of our abs will be. So I need to remember to draw the landmarks. So the top part of her is like right here. The bottom. You know what? I don't like her face. Actually, I don't like her entire head. Something's not right. Yeah, it's crooked. Yeah. I'll just stick to the. I'll just stick to the. Favorite book. I haven't thought about a book in a long time. I can tell you one book I've read the most. It's a book called With the Old Breed. Peleliu in Okinawa. It's a Marine Corps memoir. If you've seen that movie or that television show, The Pacific, it was based on that book. I've read that a lot, so I wouldn't say it's my favorite book, but I've read it a ton. What's your favorite book? Let's make sure I give her very thick eyebrows. I want her to have thick eyebrows. And maybe too thick. We'll leave it there for now. Journey to the West. Who wrote it? Let's see. So her lats would originate from around here somewhere. So let me go ahead and make that correction. Wu Chang. I never heard of that author. Basic shape for the abs together. You know, one author who I do like, I was pretty sad when he died. God damn, don't tell me I'm gonna blank on his name. I haven't read Cormac McCarthy. I like Cormac McCarthy books, you know, for what they are. Pretty serious stuff, but I read The Road a while back. No Country for Old Men. Um, what was the other one? I haven't read all the all the pretty horses, but there's this one book that I read that I really did love. It was called Blood Meridian. Um, they were getting ready to make it into a movie recently. It's like a western, and it's about like a barbaric band of U.S. Army or former Army, but like mercenaries who go down to Mexico to deal with a Comanche insurgency. But as they go down there to deal with these guys, because they're a pretty bad group, they become pretty bad themselves. So all of these drawings down here aren't necessarily going to appear in the first couple of frames. I'm just drawing them in there to get some basic proportions in there. So all of this. So this all straightens out right around here, like that. I don't like how her shoulder changes a dimension. Welcome back, Sag. So let me take a look at what her shoulder looked like in the first drawing, and I'm going to make a correction to keep it more or less consistent with that. And No Country for Old Men's pretty damn good. It's one of his better known books, but he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Blood Meridian's one of those ones that I really wish more people knew about. That book was really excuse me. It was pretty bad. Like the protagonists in these books are really like the worst. So her head turns down just a tad. So that'll go behind. This will come in. So that will do the same. I'm gonna put a little bit of her detail of her ear. Da 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 da. That actually her breast tissue is a little too far. It's too close to her body. She needs to actually have that come out, jutting out like so. I'll just link those up since they're so close together. Alright, so dun dun dun. So I'm gonna try not to be a slave to the underdrawing. I gotta make corrections to it as I go. but her pectoralis major would kind of come up like that and then kind of come up like that. So all of that's pretty. All of those intersections of the muscles, they matter. So. So I got to be very cognizant of each of these drawings, and I got to take it as slow as I need to. Okay. So it's okay if her eyes don't exactly match. Eyes rarely do that. But I've got my mirror. I've got a mirror right next to me to help me kind of pinpoint where the landmarks on the face are. Right on, Nayland. Well, if you got any more questions, I'm going to be here. But I appreciate it. I will do my best to keep this. I will do my best to keep this this quality. Nope. 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 Doesn't look right. That's why I flip it. All right. So I've gotta keep her face somewhat loose, so that way I can accurately draw it in the in-betweens. I don't know why I'm whispering, but whatever. Somewhat spread out. So, bones or other eyebrow come kind of like. So I'm actually gonna have it kind of down like that. I'm gonna give her a mouth a little more curvature, like. Which means That's gonna be sort of enveloped. Yeah, though. So recently, I actually changed a little bit the design of her bangs to make them a little softer. I don't want to have them so geometric. See, I kind of want to have it kind of come down like that and ride over her eye. Nothing wrong with geometric, it's just I kind of wanted to see if I can soften it a tad. Her head's too big. Better. So I've actually made a small mistake. You know what? Let me bring that back, and I'm gonna have to adjust the color portion to work with her neck. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream. All right. I love you too, man. Don't tell my wife I said that. I really wish I had some. I really wish I had some in-between help. It would make my life so much easier. Okay, small problem. That's too straight. So I need to round it like that. So that's gonna be her shoulder blade. Not her blade, but her shoulder pad. I do not like that first face drawing. It's driving me crazy. Something about it is not working. Alright. Welcome back, Johnny. So I think I know what the problem is. It's that other ear. Screw it, get rid of it. It's also that other jaw, it sticks out too much. So if we were to imagine this is a three-dimensional object, it's gonna come more like that, and her other ear would be kind of not as visible, but somewhat visible. Which would mean the rest of that has to be adjusted. So let's try to imagine how it would ride her cranium. Bring it back. It's now what's going on, Skull? Now the main thing is I need to get her to where she looks like she's looking down at us. There. Okay. Now I think the other problem now is that one is a little too big. Better. That's a lot better. Let me go ahead and put that back. So you guys already kind of know my approach with this character. I kind of want her to retain like strong elements of her femininity and her her naturally cute face, and I'm trying to blend it in with her physique. I think that's what attracts a lot of people to her. All right, I'm gonna actually bring that down. So that. Don't be surprised, by the way, if I'm spending like crazy amounts of time on one drawing this time. I'm trying to keep it consistent. And I want the drawings themselves to be of good quality. There we go. All right. So allow me to flesh here a bit. And as I'm drawing, I have my reference books nearby, just in case I want to just you know, refresh myself on what the muscles do. Over here we got a lot of oblique action, and then over here we got the serratus muscles. That's not the serratus muscles, that's just the placement of them. When I start, when I get all the keys done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all the keys one by one. Oh, hey, Jarvis. I didn't realize that was you that wrote that comment. Trigun. How you doing, man? So what I need to do really quick is I need to actually square away the volume of her chest a little. It's not gonna be like that. So I'm gonna keep her chest. I want to keep her chest relatively prominent, but I'm not gonna have it move. I'm not gonna be doing any breast physics this time. There's one thing I've noticed consistently in the past couple of cartoons. People get fixated on that, and I really kind of didn't want that. Um, it calls attention to it in a way that I kind of was concerned about. Um, so I'm just gonna avoid it this time. All right. So her ab design is gonna be like this. So it kind of comes down that. I gotta make sure it stays the same throughout all of the drawings as well. But the middle part is the thickest. So it comes up like that, like a pentagon. The bottom part, actually. Oops. The bottom part actually comes down like this. This is where it's going to kind of mesh into her belly button area. So then that's going to come up like that. So that's going to be the top portion of her ab design. Like that. And then when we get down to the bottom, it's going to kind of jut back out like a violin. And then kind of come in like this to the bottom. So this right here, this middle part, this is gonna be the indicator for where her waist is. It's all on my character design sheet. But this is kind of the landmark that I'm using to help try to keep that consistent. And as we get closer, as she approaches the camera, it's gonna start getting a little more pronounced. So like here will be where the bottom section is. It's all gonna start kind of coming up like that, which would mean that the waist indicator is actually gonna come down like that. Yeah. Hello, Dominator. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick little break, and then I will get back to drawing these. But here's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm starting out the basic cleanups. But I'll have this playing on a loop for you guys. I'm gonna go get some water and get some sun. I've been drawing at this point for about 45 minutes. I'm starting to feel it in my eyes. So I need to take care of that. By the way, Jarvis, I got I'm not. Yes, I got your voice delivery in here, but not the full line. But I'll keep this going on a loop, and I will be right back. Well, you lurkers, continue lurking. I'm probably gonna go radio silent here for a little bit so I can play my own music. Well, not really music. More like, well, yeah, music, screw it. Alright. I'll be looking at the chat if you have any questions. Yeah, it does feel like it's been a bit, huh? I'm okay. There's just been a lot going on lately on my personal life. I don't really think I should go into it, but yeah, I'm doing okay. Just dealing with a little bit of outside stuff. Alright, I'm gonna try to get the middle part of her leotard in there, which would be right around here. Okay. The same deal here. It's gonna like ride up and come up like here. One issue I've had with a couple of my drawings is that I have too much of a separation between the bottom part of the breast tissue and the top part of her abdominal. If she were wearing a leotard, the fabric would ride over it and then kind of come back to rest at her abs. So I'm taking more care to put that in for this cartoon. Okay. So let me play this out. Uh-oh. There we go. So we're gonna have a little bit of an upward angle. So we have it here, she's looking down on us some. And you know what? I'll keep her looking down. Alright, same deal. Gonna try to keep to starting off with landmarks. So. Yeah, everything is good. There's, I mean, life moves on, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna go radio silent for a little bit. I'll keep the music going. Huh. Funny thing, my streaming cut off. I didn't even know more people were in the chat. Not bad. I didn't realize I've kept you guys on red for like an hour. Like that. For some reason my streaming froze. Alright, so let me answer the questions that came up. Seg, freelance is, I mean, it's going okay. It's just I'm kind of waiting on a new shot, and the dude's taking a while to get back to me. And if the dude doesn't hurry up, I'm gonna end up having to crunch. I kind of don't want to do that. Hey Diamond, enjoy the gym. I'm sure you're not even here anymore, but appreciate it anyway. That's way too thick. Let's see if they're stirring up like studied. What's going on, lasagna? And welcome back, Israel. I might need to call it here pretty soon. I'm having to spend a little more time on these shots because I kind of need to make sure that when I draw her out in perspective, that it looks right. It's kind of why I wish I had some in-betweeners. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like this dude's taking forever to get back to me. So it's like, if you don't get back to me, dude, I'm gonna just walk because I don't want crunch on. I don't want crunch. That said, it is money. So there we go. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm really taking my time on these drawings because I want them to. Well, I just want them to. I want to use this for my reel, because they like walks and stuff. So people like seeing walk cycles on reels, and this is a perspective walk cycle too, so that'll be a pretty good reel shot. Damn. I was mentioning in the stream earlier, I know someone who spends like multiple hours on each frame, but she's the stuff that she makes looks so good for it, man. Well, see ya, lasagna. Nice chatting with you. You as well. Not sure if I like how far that shoulder comes out. There, actually. Some craziness coming up. Speaking of that, what did you guys think of Jared Leto's what do you guys think of Jared Leto's Joker? No, man, random. I was not aware of that, but now I am. I'll be sure to tell my wife about it tonight. Oh no, I'm not talking about the Joker movie. I'm talking about that Jared Leto dude, the Suicide Squad. You know, that dude who went so crazy in the role that he decided to do weird stuff like put used condoms on the co-stars trailers. Like that Joker, that freaking weirdo. You know what? I'm gonna use the top part of the ab muscles to be the border of the white part on her leotard. That's okay. I personally think Batman is one of the most like overrated superheroes. It's like, let's be honest, dude. Batman is out of his league when he's hanging out with people like Wonder Woman and Superman. Like, who needs Bruce Wayne's fortune when you like are invincible? Never talk bad about the bat, hey? I think we're about to fight, dude. Because I'm never gonna back down from that stance. Like, one of the freaking things I cannot stand about Batman is that, like, every time something comes up where it's like, you know, what if he goes against, like, well, what if he ever, like, fought Superman? Or what if he goes against, like, Doomsday? Or, you know, what if, like, you know, Green Lantern goes nuts? And everyone's like, well, you know, Bruce Wayne will just outsmart them. And it's like, dude, shut up. You don't... Get out of here with that crap. I get the idea of, like, intelligence being a good thing and all, but it's like, at a certain point, don't you think that kind of becomes a crutch? It's sort of like god dang Superman and Kryptonite. Israel. I gotta go with the OG Sam Raimi ones. I'm not saying, like, you know, Batman is, like, not cool. I think he's cool, I guess. It's just there's a lot of flaws that come up when you think about him. It's like, I don't know. I don't know, man. There's one thing I hate here, and it's like, because he's Batman. It's like, so? Okay, here's my thing about Batman. I think his whole shindig about not killing makes him arguably worse than anyone in his villain arc, in his villain roster. Like, dude, you're telling me after all that crap the Joker keeps pulling, you're gonna just let him keep going back to Arkham and then busting out and then killing more people? At a certain point, you gotta realize that that dude is beyond saving. can't reform a dude like the Joker. And like every time you bring him out, he just kills more people. And then he paralyzes one of your wards. He almost kills one of your wards. See, there it is. He's smart. What, does that mean all the other Justice League people are, like, dumb? It doesn't take much to overpower smarts if you're Superman, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I know, it's just, he should have a long time before that. Also, I like that movie. Also, her breast tissue comes over too far there. So that means the entire breast section here. Damn it. I was trying to not touch that. That's what I'm saying, dude. If it wasn't for his, like, intelligence, like, that dude would be screwed. I guess I kind of like... That's not such a bad thing. I kind of like how comics will, like, go to different places, do different things, but... I don't know. I mean, that's just fiction. You know, one of my favorite moments in, like, television, bar none, I was laughing so hard, and it was just like, yes, thank you. That part in Invincible when that one, like, you know, Batman stand-in, like, whatever the hell his name was, he tried to, like, jump down from the shadows, and I don't know what the hell he was planning to do to Omni-Man, but he just, like, jumps down, and he's, like, gonna kick him or something. And then Omni-Man just kind of, like, grabs him and, like, smacks him against the floor and, like, busts his brains out. That was probably the most cathartic, like, yes, in, like, all of television. I'm like, that is all Superman has to do to take down Batman. Just grab him by the foot and just fling him against the floor. God, that was so good. I was laughing so hard at that part because it's like, thank God, someone finally just took care of Batman the way Superman would actually do it. I'll probably work for about 10 more minutes and then I'm probably gonna call it. don't want to go too ham on this today. I got a lot more work to do on it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna merge all of this stuff going on in her abdomen. I am going to convert that and make it all just one single unified shape, so I can then just grab it all at once and get rid of it. So we're starting to get a little more into Nick territory. I don't think I actually saw that one. Sag. Which movie was that in? It was in one of those animated ones, I'm assuming, right? Morrowind? You mean the Elder Scrolls? Probably not. I'm not really. I never really got into Elder Scrolls. I did get into Fallout though, but I don't think I've played enough Fallout to really like warrant me wanting to make a cartoon about it. That said, if anyone ever wanted me to do anything, I mean, you know, I do take commissions. That's one thing I'll give DC is they definitely got a good animation division. Animation's kind of hit or miss sometimes, but it's a lot better than what they do with their movies. Yeah, I posted it on my Twitter, but I'm gonna have to make like a no shit commissions page. Alright, hang on, let's kind of... Yeah, I guess. Symbiotic Titan's pretty good. Alright, let's see. I think I'm... Nope, I didn't go to the right spot. Sorry if I'm taking too long on these keys. I really do have to take my time with them though. It'll look a lot better for it if I just really let myself actually develop these key drawings. I'll be able to skimp on details when I get to the in-betweens, but I gotta do these. I gotta do the keys right. I already kind of see it coming together. What I'm probably thinking of doing is I'm not going to take a third pass. I'm probably just going to stick with these as my lines for this one. I don't mind all the extra little hash marks and all that. Honestly, this those little blemishes that really make a lot of animations come to life. I'm never really a huge fan of doing like, you know, like clean lines and stuff. I actually kind of hate that stuff. So I might just stick to being a little loosey-goosey here and allowing it to be a little messier. Chicken scratches here and there, you know, little hash marks, whatever the hell. But yeah, like from the ones I've done so far, I kind of get a believable sense of her volume, and her muscles look acceptable. I'm gonna have to pay special attention when I get to the actual whatchamacallit, the lip syncing part. I'm gonna have to take a lot of care to actually draw her mouth right. That's gonna be the death of this thing if I do that wrong. And I'm also gonna do the hands and all that jazz on this first pass as well. I've kind of got the areas where the hand has its motion already into the roughs, and that's generally how animators are supposed to do it. We're supposed to already get all that stuff into the drawing itself, and it all kind of comes together. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get all the parts. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave it alone today. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop here for today. So we're on a good track. I'll probably keep this going tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm gonna go. You guys have a good afternoon. I appreciate you coming by and, you know, sticking around, chatting it up, watching me take my first steps for the you know, the cleanup phase. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night. It's night here where I'm at, so I don't know what time it is where you are. Have a good whatever time of day it is. All right, have a good one.